back to another Random Sam Epic Mom book review time. Alright, so I found a new author. First book I've ever read of hers. Like the writing style. Author is Sarah Hawley. Or, I think that's how it's spelled. It sounds like Holly, but it's actually Hall-E. So, let you see it. And the book is Servant of Earth. Now, this one, I loved getting books from places like just going grocery shopping and getting a book from like Walmart while I'm getting groceries or whatever. This one I really loved. It's a hardback. It doesn't have the dust cover or anything, but I loved the artwork. It really grabbed my attention. But then just reading the synopsis really got me wanting to read it. Now, I got this one a little while back, and it's been in my to-read pile, which any of you guys who are big readers, like me, know that you're always going to have a pile of books that is to read, and you're always going to be adding more books to that pile because it's an addiction. And it's hard to stop because they're just so wonderful. So, this one, trying a new author, you get the book, wanting to read it, but you get sucked into your old authors, or, you know, you're getting a new book into a series, and it just kind of gets put off and put off. So I finally got a chance to read it. Or finally, you know, pulled that one from the pile. And I gotta say, guys, this was a great story. Servant of Earth. Now, in this book, there's been a divide between the fairylands and the humans for centuries. Almost 1,000 years. Now, once upon a time, humans and the Fae of all the different species of Fae intermingled. Something happened, and they just went their separate ways. The Fae went to live under the hills, as in the mythologies, so they had their whole kingdom underneath the earth. And the humans were above. Now, in this story, Kenna Heron is considered a feral female. She's pretty much wild. She doesn't dress up. She's spent her whole life listening to her mom say how, you know, to be picked by the Fae for the ceremony, for the solstice, is, you know, the greatest honor. And, you know, oh, I'm going to do... Her mom was a true believer. And recently, she's lost her mom. Her mom passed away. She's lost faith in the Fae because, again, she hasn't seen anything to really make her believe that. And the connection between the Faelands and the human world above ground is the bog. They have all these fairy lights. And Kina has not wanted to have anything to do with that. She is pretty much disheartened, disillusioned, all that, by everything that's happened in her life. She walks around in pants when all women wear dresses. She goes to the bogs and digs out peat and such for people, but she also tries to find all the little trinkets that get tossed into the bog, whether they're coins people toss in for luck, or it's things that have just been dropped over the years, which, you know, even over the years she's found human bones. So she is, you know, very disheartened and everything. And on the day of the winter solstice, when they have, once every 6 years, a group of 4 young women are chosen to be led to the land of the Fae, where supposedly they will be treated to a much better life. The Fae they might find love, but they'll have just so much betterness down there. Well, Kina that morning finds a dagger, and this is going to end up being an enchanted dagger. And during the whole the ceremony, or the beginning of the choosing that morning, her best friend finds out that she's been chosen. And this dagger was kind of Kina's whole hope of, oh, I can sell this, and me and her, we can go, I can become a trader, I can take care of my friend, we can just live the life that we've always wanted. And then her friend gets chosen to be the sacrifice. And I think they really named it correctly for the sacrifice. So all these young women who are true believers, or whether they're not true believers, are going to be sent off, 4 women, to be sacrificed for the peace accord between the two realms. Well, Kina's not going to let her friend just go off on her own because she's seen too many people fall into the bog, be hurt, just be lost. She doesn't want to risk her friend. So she defies everybody, the elders, all that, and she tries to lead her friend through the bog. And through this, the monster's going to go after the sacrifices. And Kina is somehow going to make it to the other side with the help of her dagger. That in itself is disturbing, but she's heartbroken because all the others are lost. And then she finds out that it was a wager for the Fae. That they were making wagers of who got the farthest. And she is the first human in centuries to actually make it through the path to the realm alive. And that is just one thing that's just completely throwing her. And because of this, she becomes a servant, a handmaiden to a house. And during this time, the young lady that she's been given to as a handmaiden, she has to help her pass these trials. Now, for the Noble Fae, they're giving 6 trials of the 6 types of magic. And if they pass all 6 trials, they're given a chance to get their immortality. Pass the 6 trials, you get immortality. If you pass and you are given, you've done everything correct, you get your full-blown magic. But there's a catch. If you are judged by the magic as not being worthy, one of 3 things happens. Either 1, you die. So you've got to pass these trials. 2, you live, but you live with no magic. And you will be pretty much just owned by your family and everything like that. And 3, and if you do live, you get your immortality, but you just won't have any powers. 3, though, you get your immortality and you get full range of your powers. So because Earth House has pretty much always been neutral in any political struggles. They've always been a neutral house out of 6 houses. The king is kind of looking down on them. And Kina has been given as a handmaiden as an insult. And in order for her to survive, she has to help Lady Laura pass these trials. So even though she's not supposed to do it and they're cheating in order for Lady Laura to pass, Kina's going to end up doing every trial with her. Kina's going to try and help her, and a friendship's going to grow. But it's going to be slow going. And through all of this, because Kina is one of the only humans who's been allowed to keep her tongue, she's the only human who is being given free range to go move about and see what really goes on. She is being given a look into things that is just completely baffling. So it is very struggling for her. It is very disheartening at times. And she's not really sure who to trust because all of the Fae kind of double talk. They are subtlety and trickery and never quite saying what they want. And Kina is very brutally honest female. And not only is she heartbroken from losing her friend, but she's having to go from being this half-feral child to a half-feral woman to now having to be a handmaiden to a lady, having to dress the lady in the correct outfits, do hair, do makeup, do all this. It is like a complete reversal of what her life has been like. And she's got to get this done right, or she could lose her life. She's been told from the get-go, if you don't help, if you fail in any way, your life is forfeit. So it is just nothing but suspense. It is intrigue. She doesn't know who to help, who to trust, because other noble fae from other houses are going to try and get her attention. They're going to try and get her to compromise the house that she's working for. They're going to try and get her to side with them, for her to spy, and even the other servants are going to be a little bit, and she's just going to shock a lot of people because she has such openness and honesty that nobody's used to that anymore. None of them are. So for her to be just brutally honest and just blatant with everybody is kind of a rude awakening, but also a refreshing change. So again, this book was wonderful. I could not put it down. I just kept reading it. I don't want to give too much away because I feel like I already have, But with the 6 different houses, 6 different types of magic, 6 shards of magic, and each of them possess a virtue, a set of powers, kind of realm of what they go, not just one specific power, but like a whole range. And they kind of complement one shard will complement another, and it's just, again, it's a balancing act of an immortal creatures with immortal thrown into the mix. So again, it is a wonderful story, guys. Kina is a wonderful character, and it's amazing to see her not only grow as her character, but grow to match the new requirements of herself, but to open herself up to the friendships, to open herself to what has happened to her, but still try and do better. So if you guys get a chance, please give this one a read. I'm going to try some of her other books, and I just hope you guys, if you've enjoyed her and you've read similar authors, please let me know and give me a heads up. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Please, please, please get out there, read a book, enjoy a new author, go revisit an old author, but a book is always a fun accessory and is always something to dig into. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Please check out our other videos already on YouTube. And give us a like and subscribe. And if you hit that bell for notifications, you'll know when we put something new out. So try to make every day matter by finding the fun. You guys have a great one. Bye.